Your greatest financial fears are about to come true. And this is not clickbait. I am 100% not joking around. However, later today, come back to this video and go through the comments, and you're going to find comments from a handful of simpletons. People that have no clue, that are all emotional and spend more time running out of keyboard ink on the internet than taking action. Right now, the dollar is crashing. And that's not a joke. The DXY is moving down pretty fast because of this trade war. But see, it's not about a trade war. It's not about trade imbalance. It's about an incredible amount of money printing that happened after COVID under Joe Biden. The truth is, this channel is just now turning 4 years old. And in the beginning of this channel, in the first year, I told people, you need to look at buying gold and silver. You need to look at buying cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and XRP. You need to get out of debt. You need to get ready for the greatest wealth transfer ever. But it doesn't come just by sitting around and praying and wishing good thoughts on yourself and your family members and your friends. It takes hard work. And 99% of you did it. I said, get ready, enjoy every day that you're about to buy more Bitcoin, more gold, getting out of debt at cheap prices, because when this happens, it's going to happen overnight. And it's happening right now. I went on podcasts for large channels run by people that were in their infancy when it comes to investing. It didn't matter whether it was people, I'm not going to name any names, but I'll tell you what, they bought their first home in 2010. They're in their 50s. They look like they know everything. They've read all these fancy books. They know nothing when it comes to economic cycles because they've only known prosperity. Or you got these younger guys that have these massive followings, millions of followers. They've never seen a correction or a recession in their entire adult life. And they laughed at me when I told them a market crash was happening. Well, guess what? The S&P, the Dow, and all these major indexes are down well over 20%. We're way into correction territory, and get ready. We're going into a mini depression. When I talked about inflation, I need people to understand this, and I still hold true. Inflation's going to get worse. And there are people in the comment section today who are going to go, this guy's a doom and gloomer. Those are simpletons. Those are people that don't take action. They don't think. But most of you are about to fall into one type of serious fear, and that's the fear of missing out. And this is not a time to laugh. This is a time to be excited. But very few people have the guts to get involved and get in when prices are at rock bottom. And they're not at rock bottom yet. However, I can't say that about crypto, because crypto is about to do something, a banana launch that you aren't even ready for. I've seen it happen twice before in the second period of a bull run in crypto. You're going to see gold move. As a matter of fact, you're already seeing gold move exponentially. What's it up today? $75? These are the exciting times, but in the second half of this year, it's going to thrill you. Inflation is going to get worse because the dollar is going down. There are trade imbalances and fear in the market, so prices are going to rise. I believe exponentially on all kinds of goods, then come crashing down into a mini depression because of deflation, serious deflation. Right now, people are racing out to go and buy cars that they can't afford, using debt, using money they don't have, because they're afraid that that car is going to cost more. With the background of COVID in the back of their minds, they're going to think it's going to cost more down the road, but they don't understand what easy economics is that at a certain point, you've broken the consumer and they go, we ain't buying your flat screen TV, your overpriced Toyota. We ain't buying all that crap. And you're going to see a massive crash. That crash has already started in China. When I came out a couple months ago and I showed everyone for free. I said the first one's free. The first 5 are free. I showed people how to make hundreds and actually thousands of % return on their investments in less than 30 days. I started what is going to end up being the greatest trading group in cryptocurrency on earth. You watch. I'm going to do it. Those that got in at $500, very lucky. Those that got in 1,000, lucky. 1,200, lucky. Now it's $1,500. It ends in 2 days. If you want to be a part of that, it's down below the DeFi Pro course and the entire bundle. It goes up to $2,000 soon. Why? Because I only want people that are taking action. Because this is the time to go railroad some of these investment opportunities. Ninja Nation is so big now, built by amazing human beings. If you are part of Ninja Nation, do me a favor and type it down below. Ninja Nation, a type of person that is prepared and not scared and ready to charge the mound. Check this out. The dollar crashes. These aren't my words. This is in the media. This is out of Zero Hedge. Remember, Zero Hedge only exists because Congress wanted to imprison good, amazing, patriot reporters around the world. Just so you know, that's the only reason this site exists, is to hide the identity of most of its reporters because Congress wants to jail them. At one point, this website, Zero Hedge, was the #1 threat to the US when it comes to media. I saw them post that. They talked about this, Congress. That's why I use this website. The dollar crashes on Powell removal speculation, gold soars to all-time high, and Bitcoin suddenly spikes. What is Trump talking about and doing when it comes to investments? He's buying as much cryptocurrency as he can. How many of you are doing the same? Type 1 if you're doing the same, if you understand what's going on. And I ain't talking about Trump coin. I ain't talking about fart coin. I ain't talking about all these crap projects out there. I'm talking about real legitimate companies. And this is another thing that blows me away when it comes to blockchain technology versus stocks. Do you know that the truth is most hedge fund employees don't have a clue about crypto? They think they do because they got a Coinbase account, but they don't understand blockchain tech. And put them in a room with me, and in 5 seconds, they'll be going, oh my gosh, all I know is the things I don't know now. They don't understand that there's a limited cap based off of a smart contract on the amount of token issuance and the use cases for most of these projects coming out of Silicon Valley. You don't have that with stocks. Look at GameStop. We'll print as many shares as you want, and because of a bunch of hedge funds got you all excited, or got a lot of people excited about diamond hands. I'll tell you what, you got any YouTuber in the world talking about having diamond hands, you disconnect from that channel so fast your head make your own head spin. Because these guys are complete tools. And they've gotten so wealthy off of a lot of people, and they don't know crap. Yeah, trust me, I know, and they talk about me in the middle of their videos. I love it. I live in their domes rent-free, especially now that all of the things that I warned everyone about is coming true. Now, here's the other thing. You're probably seeing a lot of cockiness come out, or at least there's going to be a couple people talking about that. That's actually confidence. Confidence built from over 30 years of investment experience in over 10 different disciplines in investment in the investment world. I know I joke around a lot. I do videos in my truck, stand in parking lots and sit on a tricycle, but please do not mistake that for a lack of intelligence or understanding and know-how of how these markets work. I set out 4 years ago to open up people's eyes and attract a special type of human being, and that has been accomplished. If you have made money from this channel by either getting out of debt, do me a favor, or your investments have grown because of things I've talked about, type 10 down below. The reason why I ask that is not to give me any more confidence. I'm there. I'm not joking. What I want is other people to wake up and see what's going on here. See, the mainstream media is lying to you. I can't even believe, honestly, I cannot believe Trump sold a meme coin and then took the money and bought Bitcoin. It would have been better if he came right out and said, I think everyone should go buy some Bitcoin. Gold is soaring. Do you realize that everything that we have been preparing for, and type ninja if you've been preparing, because you are a ninja. You've been doing what everyone else would laugh at, what everyone else would think you're crazy about, going out and buying gold, buying crypto, paying off debt. You're like a financial prepper, right? You're like someone that's been preparing for something going down in the future. Most people can't see about. Type ninja if you're that person. The truth is, and that's why this channel was called that, exponentially your wealth is going up right now. As all of your family and friends' 401ks are falling, as the dollar is falling, you're getting wealthier. Gold is up like what, $80 today? Just in one day? You're going to see days where gold is up $200, $300 in a day. I believe you're going to see that this year. I believe you're going to see days where your Bitcoin accounts are going up 10,000, 100,000, some of us millions of dollars a day. This ain't a joke. This is what we've been preparing for. But the truth is, one of the hardest things for most people are going to be the inability to pull the trigger on certain projects or on certain opportunities because of fear. Because the fear is coming out in CNBC, MSNBC, all the channels. Every single one of them are fearful. It says here, while there's no specific catalyst for the sudden collapse in the illiquid early Asian session, which sees many countries on extended Easter holiday, Bloomberg quotes traders that hedge funds are seeing the dollar against virtually any currencies after the National Economic Council director Kevin Hassett said Friday that President Donald Trump is still exploring ways to remove Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. You know, what's funny to me is that most reporters, 99% of them, will not cite the fact that so much money has been printed and put into a place to hide the fact that our economy was crashing because of COVID. So many mortgages were paid off. Immigrants were given money. Illegal immigrants given things. If this pisses you off, type yes. That you couldn't get. Hey, free healthcare. We're going to give that to people that are here illegally. Hey, free education. We're going to give that to people that are here illegally. While you and I are working our butts off to raise our family and protect them, they're letting people in that want to kill other people. And now, think about this. The evilness that is still held over from the Obama and Biden administration, trying to stop Trump from deporting criminals, murderers, and get them out of our country. They want to stop them. Now think about this. In a world where Supreme Court justices and higher circuit judges are sitting there and saying, that person's not an MS-13, and Trump holds up a picture of his knuckles that say MS-13 on his knuckles. This is where we are, straight up Looney Tune town, and this is where you're going to make the most money and protect your family. Because I'm not joking. A lot of people voted, and they think they won. Well, I'm telling you right now, you got a 4-year reprieve, and it's still going to be crazy in this 4 years, but you got 4 years to buckle down and get as rich as you can so that you can buy security for your family. Money buys time and security. It does. The security of knowing you don't have to run out to work every day and bust your butt for some guy that wants to lord over you as your boss. But I'm telling you, hard times are coming. Hard times all over the world. You think today, because the Pope has passed away and you've got the WEF head, Klaus Schwab, resigning, you think that's a coincidence? It's not a coincidence, just so you know. Nothing happens by coincidence. Everything is planned and was known about ahead of time. But I'll tell you what, there are some people that are sitting on the sidelines, and this is not the time. Gold may dip here in price over the next 4 or 5 months. Think of it as a gift. Long-term price for gold, you'll be seeing $5,000 gold. And yeah, I know everyone's going to probably ask about silver. There's a day where silver is going to be worth more than gold. And I thank God every day that when I buy some at these prices. And if it goes down more, I'm going to buy more. Pretty soon, this group of Ninja Nation, people that watch this channel and have been committed to paying off debt, buying inflation hedges like gold and Bitcoin, silver, certain crypto projects, are going to start owning entire lots of this world. I'm not kidding. This was my vision a long time ago, to make 1 million people millionaires so that we can take back the wealth of this world. Because if good people become wealthy, the government has zero power. If enough good people become wealthy, the government has no power. Type amen if you agree and understand that. This is our greatest moment. I hope this fires you up. I hope that wherever you are, whether you're watching me at work, you're watching me on TV, you're driving down the highway right now, you got that fire inside of your belly, inside of your chest, you can feel it, and you're getting excited. Because I'll tell you what, even if you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. All of us are in this together, and we're gonna go run right over the top of all these people that lied to us, that hid things from us, that took things from our children, that are trying to take things from our grandchildren. We're gonna go get it back. We are Ninja Nation, and we're absolutely gonna crush it. Now, for those of you that want to take this next move in crypto seriously, and you want to learn about decentralized finance, because the banks are trying really hard to get enough regulations in to where you can't own these projects without them having their hands in the cookie jar. That is the plan. They want to take a portion of your wealth. They've already done it with your 401k, with stocks, with everything over the last, 50 years to 100 years. They have put in enough regulations to take enough of the pie to where it keeps you just thinking you're rich enough, but you're really still a slave. If you want to learn about these decentralized finance projects, you want to learn about how to buy things off mainstream exchanges before they go to mainstream exchanges, because there's a lot of financial companies building amazing projects right now in the dark. If you want to be a part of the once a month coaching calls, if you want to be a part of, for the next year, Dylan and I are showing you what we're doing, when we're moving in, when we're moving out, helping with portfolio management and all that kind of stuff. Hey, we're not financial advisors. We just know crypto. Then the link's down below, and it's good for 2 more days, and then it's going up another $500. I'm not joking. I'm going to keep raising it because it's becoming too valuable. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.